There is no
James.
switch. It's progression over like 20 years. It's a 20-year progression. It's got nothing to do with a switch. You see, I'll explain it to you because a lot of people struggle with this. There's this concept in life called personal growth and growing up. Most MJ fans have no idea what that means because, like Michael, you have like Peter Pan syndrome, I guess. And as people grow, as they mature, as they learn more, as they age, etc., you think of things differently. You learn more things that are objective. Your opinions change. The way that you view the world changes. The way that you perceive things that people do or things that people say. All those types of things slowly change as you grow up, right? And this is a progression. This is a 20-year progression. Like, even when I was defending MJ, even when I was actively making videos defending MJ, I always had like a subconscious back of my mind, like, it's weird the way he would say yes to Martin Bashir, or like certain behaviors, or the way that he would answer questions, or even like excuses that fans make, right? Like, for example, he had that like hidden room in his closet that fans call a panic room, or saying that saying all of the books are artwork. Like, you start to think of those things and go, but is it really artwork? Is that really a panic room, or was it a room for? You start to really pick things apart and think deeper because you're getting older and your brain is changing and all that shit. For people who are not capable of personal growth, like Michael Jackson fans, you would never be able to understand that, but it's a progression, and it's something that takes a long time. It's something that's very difficult as well. Like, it's not easy. Like, it's something that, like, people like me, we fight with it. It's actually, to be honest, it's actually a really sad thing because, and again, this is the main reason why that debate on the Roxanne video was a clear win for me, because all I was trying to do for like 95% of it was teach Leon that it's okay to say I don't know, because I don't. It's not really that difficult. I literally don't know, because I'm still in that issue right now. I'm still in the process of going, I don't want to think it, but maybe it is true. And then you talk to people like Roxanne, who are so articulate, they're so professional. She's using forensic evidence behind what she says. She's actually read court transcripts too, probably more than me. Like, these are people who know what they're talking about. So 20-year progression from I was a hardcore fanatic as a teenager and my early 20s. And then in 2015 or 14, I left the community, and then I was arguing with Mike Parr. Mike Parr also made some pretty strong points too. And sometimes I would consider what people like what Mike Parr would say, but like a lot of fans, I just kept excusing it. I just kept excusing it over and over and over again. Like if somebody made a point, even if it sounded like 15% true, I would go, never mind. Anyway, back to defending Michael. I dismissed everything. I dismissed everything, like a lot of fans do. But as the years progressed, I just kept thinking, like, maybe I shouldn't be dismissing so much, because all of these things individually mean nothing, right? Like, if there was nothing but a panic room, or that room, it's a panic room, I would just say, okay, it's a room, who cares? Or if all we had were those books, I would say, who cares? It's books. But when you find that there's this little thing and this little thing and this little thing and this 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 and this, sure, they are 20 little things, but there's also 20 of them. And when you look at evidence as a collective, you have to pay attention to it. If you are an intellectually honest person, you have to pay attention to collective evidence. Even if all those things individually are tiny, 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 they're actually really big if you look at every single one of them together. They're actually pretty huge. And I hate to say it, but even John uses this logic. Now, I don't really care about his story, but I will give him the credit. And this is not new. I've said this before, too. I will give the credit that John has... What John finds is what I like to call coincidental evidence. He finds little things like, oh, well, he said Billie Jean in Wanna Be Starting Something. Or he found AMIDS. Oh, or he found that Diana Ross's name was Billie Jean in that movie or whatever. Oh, well. Or he says, a bunch of little things, right? All of those things individually mean fuck all. But as a collective, you start thinking like maybe he's, not that he's right, but maybe he's on to something. Maybe he's on to something. Maybe he started a process. And again, I'm not saying John is right. I don't even care if he is. I'm just saying that's his logic, is to look at all the little things together. And that's what I did. Let me see what you were saying, because I wasn't reading the chat. I'm not buying that. Of course not, because you're not smart enough. You were in depth with your defense of Michael, and if it's a 20-year progression, you would have made a video 10 years and 15 years in, or let it be known. But now, because I have let it be known, you just don't know that. I haven't made videos about my reasons for thinking that he's guilty because I was dismissing it. That was my cognitive dissonance that I had for a very long time. Well, let's just say my whole life. My entire life up until like 2015, I was in straight up cognitive dissonance when it came to Michael. Because I loved him, viewed him as a father, still do. And I just went into denial about everything. And I also think a part of it was even Eric Blade. I hate to say it, but I think even Eric Blade plays a factor, because he and I were super fucking close friends. Like really, really close friends. And then when I found out what he was, I started thinking, like, what kind of patterns did Eric show that Michael sometimes shows? And here's one example. Remember when Michael was almost in John, you know this. Remember when Michael was almost in tears, like, I would never hurt a child. I would slit my wrist. And he's almost in tears about how he would never hurt a child, right?
Yeah.
Shit made me laugh.
There was a time where Eric cried to me about people calling him a pedo. On face value, the face value is, oh, they're crying because they're just so innocent. But maybe they're actually crying because they're guilty, but they don't think that what they're guilty of is a bad thing. And they're just and that's why they cry. So go ahead.
Pedophiles do not like the term pedophile because that gives it a negative thing. They're like, no, I love this person. I would never hurt them. What I'm doing isn't wrong. It's just...
No, I agree. Exactly. That's actually my point, is that they actually do believe that what they're doing is love. They straight up do. They really, really do believe that. And that's why they don't like being called abusers, because they think it's love. And I think that's why Eric cried about it. Sure, he was lying, but I think he was like, he almost to an extent doesn't think that what he's doing is wrong. And maybe Michael was the exact same way. I do admit that that's kind of reaching, because I don't want to compare Eric to Michael Jackson. But I'm just saying that is a little thing that you can look at, right? Let me see.
Even with makeup, they were pale white.
Maybe people dismiss it because it's innocent until proven guilty, but that's the problem. That's literally what the problem is that's flawed logic. It's like, this is a case where physical evidence is literally impossible. Can't happen, impossible. People say, nothing's impossible. Well, this is. Physical evidence is impossible. So, but the thing is, the logic of, well, because there's nothing physical, I guess I'm dismissing it, is just putting your head in the sand. There is stuff there, whether if you want to admit to it or not. And just like I was talking about with Roxanne, like, her evidence is very strong. She made many videos, but she made that video on emotional congruence in children. I think that was the title. And that's what she was talking about on the stream, about like how Michael was like stunted as a 10-year-old or whatever. That emotional congruence or whatever she was talking about.
He said he was 10.
What she was talking about in that video is forensically proven. It is, whether if you like it or not. It's forensically proven. So
I just thought of an idea that literally can be court ordered if Wade and James were to manage it. If they could provide anything with an ounce of DNA, they can actually get a court order to dig up Michael and take his bone marrow for DNA.
Yeah.
Or his teeth.
Yeah.
Because fingerprints don't mean shit.
Why should we be following your 70-30 BS? So right here, you are showing that you are, in fact, a delusional fanatic. This sentence right here is the direct evidence that you are a delusional fanatic. That's what you are. Because first of all, I didn't ask anybody to follow me. That's the first thing. I didn't ask fuck all people to follow me. I just told people my personal view. It's also not bullshit because unlike you, like I said, I'm capable of personal growth and you're not. That's not my problem. That's your problem. And yeah, obviously you're stupid. Why would MJ ever need a panic room? He has more protection and security than the president.
Crazy.
So you judge and jury now on Michael. Again, showing that you are a stupid fanatic because I never said or implied anything remotely like this.
Touching my penis.
So you're the judge and jury of Wade and James. Yeah, see what I mean? So not only is it a stupid comment, but you're also showing what a hypocrite you are too. And here you are also showing that you don't understand how evidence works. So anyway. So yeah, that's the reason. And exactly what I assumed would happen, which is that even though I just gave you an extremely in-depth answer, you don't like it because it goes against your God. So that's it. You and people like you do not possess the brain power to understand what I'm saying. And Leon in the comments is like, oh, Matt, you talk about brain power. Well, why shouldn't I? Brain power is literally the issue here. You are too stupid to understand what I'm saying. You're too dumb. So.
Extremely.
I don't know. There was evidence, maybe not very much, but I don't fucking know. That's why I'm saying I'm going through this life, like 20-year transition for myself, trying to learn and grow as I can. Roxanne knows about that evidence better than me at this point, but I don't really have plans to like join her and have like in-depth conversations or anything. I'm just telling people how I feel now. And again, you're too stupid to you're not smart enough. You're not smart enough to comprehend how simple this is. I am simply saying how I feel now. And that's just, and that's a problem for you. If you were smarter, it wouldn't be a problem. If you were smart, I'll tell you, because I might actually clip this, by the way. Here's what you would say if you were an intelligent person. You would say, okay, I totally understand, that there's been some changes for you throughout your life when it comes to this topic. And I respect you for saying that he's not just straight up guilty because you admit that you don't know. Like, that's it. If you were smart, you would say that, but you're just not. Why do you and Tanya... Why do you and Tanya say Wade is a pedo with, as Johnny said, with evidence that would be dismissed in court? Yeah, they also call Wade a pedo, even though there's like, you see what I mean? Like it's that hypocrisy. Like, well, Michael's not a pedo because I jerk off over him, but Wade is a pedo because he's going against Michael. It's like, it's that you have the brain power of a toddler.
Yeah, that's not how it works.
If the evidence against Casey Anthony can get thrown out, trust me, those pictures of Wade simply having his hand basically on his thigh as he's crouching down would be dismissed in a heartbeat. Do you know how many?
Here we go again. You are again displaying how stupid you are. You don't know yet you're calling me stupid. How does me explaining why you're dumb correlate to me not having a solid answer? I'm admitting I don't have a solid answer and explaining the reasons why. You are too stupid to understand what I'm explaining, and yet you're using that as ammo against me. You're just fucking dumb, and you don't see it. You're just dumb. You're just fucking stupid.
Speaking of stupid, I can't believe the trial will be 20 years old this year.
It's Tanya debunking time with your host.
And before you do, one more thing, because I just wrote another message, and I answered you twice, but that wasn't good enough.
Bumbaclot.
The evidence that made me go from 50-50 to 70-30 is the new stuff I've learned over the years, and also acknowledging the stuff that I've ignored in the past. Okay? Like, more to the panic room, more to the books, more to Michael's mental state as a child, more to the corner of the bed thing, which is psychologically accurate to his intimacy and loneliness issues. The stuff about emotional congruence in children that Roxanne brought up, and so much fucking more. But again, you are too fucking retarded to understand basic common sense. Okay, go ahead.
That was the hardest R I've ever heard.
Yep.
What's the hardest R?
This is a question for both of you. When you sit, we're men. Our legs do this.
Yeah.
You sit like this, right? When you don't have your phone or anything, you just sit with your hands just kind of on your lap.
Sure.
Yeah.
This is called a habit. You have to break these things to join the CIA. This might be a stretch. Okay. Please tell me if you guys don't agree. But this is I do it because I sit like this when I don't.
Hang on. Sorry. Pause. I'll respond to this real quick. 2 seconds. Again, when did I say that good evidence was presented during the trial? Did I fucking say that?
No.
Don't put words in my mouth, you fucking piece of shit. Continue, Johnny.
Me?
Matt literally said there was evidence. It might not have been good evidence, but there was evidence. So I sit like this. I've taken photos with friends who are shorter than me. I do this because I'm crouching. So I think subconsciously my first thing, instead of doing, because that looks retarded, is to just do that. This could be a stretch, but subconscious. But Wade is not doing this.
I know.
He's literally just doing this.
Yeah, his hands dangling, like his penis.
Oh, yo, Wade is packing.
Oh my God. What does it tell me? Well, as a person who actually has a functioning brainstem, what it tells me is that it's extremely difficult to find evidence in child molestation cases. You can ask anybody who's ever worked as a defense lawyer, as a fucking forensic analysis, anybody with even a fucking iota of how the law works or how evidence works or anything. And they will all tell you that that kind of evidence is extremely hard to find. So even if Michael was this horribly prolific pedophile, there would be such minimal amounts of stuff, especially back in 93 or 2004, at least less than what's available today, and considering the amount of security he had and the amount of power he had and all the other stuff, that they presented what they had, which wasn't very much. And that's why Sneddon lost.
Do you know how many child
molesters? Kids. 1 second, sorry. Oh, so we just assume them because you're the judge, Judge Matthew. Again, you keep what? Are you like a masochist? Do you like getting beat up? This person is just look, I'm stupid. Keep attacking me. Okay.
Yeah. Do you shoot up schools?
Another stupid comment. I did not pass myself off as a judge in any way, shape, or form. I didn't say he was innocent or guilty. I said I don't know. Judges usually don't say I don't know. Retard. And also, it's not an assumption because I just gave you 5 or 6 reasons a few minutes ago. You idiot. Oh my God. Okay, go ahead, Johnny.
I don't even remember what I was saying.
I know. You were debunking the whole Wade Robson thing with Tanya and how
I said Appleheads was shit.
And how he would just bend over and put his arm down and Tanya thinks he's grabbing his dick.
Let me know if I'm reaching there because I think that's a subconscious thing because to join the CIA you have to unlearn habits. Americans, if you want to join the CIA, they will put you in a room for days. They'll feed you, of course, but if you lean on anything, they restart the timer. You're not allowed to lean on anything because that's an American thing to do. So
yeah.
that's a habit that Americans have. Doing that is a habit. So I was just saying, she's grasping at straws.
No, I agree. I also think Tanya is just grasping, and it's also like the childish mentality, and it's the same mentality that people like this have. Like, so what they do, but and I'll use what Tanya says and what this person says as a perfect example for both. So the mentality is, I can't justify the fact that Matt changed his mindset and he's learning as he grows up and gets older. I don't like people growing up. I want people to be like me and think whatever I want. So this person has that mentality. So because they can't handle it, they start justifying with all kinds of stupid comments like, "Oh, well, this must be because his views are down. That has to be it. That must be it." Like, they just any form of actual deep thought and like using logic and using rare sense and actually like doing anything is out of the question for them. It has to be a constant like justification to make themselves feel better. And that applies to this message here from this person. And as far as Tanya goes, it's the same thing. So because she's so hurt by what Wade says, she just goes, well, no, actually, you're the pedo. You are. It's like, again, because you can't comprehend basic conversations or back and forth discussions, it's just, oh, well, I disagree with you, so attack. It's a very, very common behavior of like infantile mindset.
Yeah, I've gotten a few death threats over the years.
That is how you're acting. If you read your message, that is how you act. That's because I do. I'm literally a professional in psychology. This is literally what your brain is doing. It is. You are acting like that, you idiots. Thank you. Rosen is 50. I'm 36, dude. 35, sorry. 35.
Whoa.
You don't even know my age. You're in your however old, making a dead pedo your whole personality in life. Nobody attacking you. Yes, you are attacking. You have called me. Actually, is this Jatuan?
Probably.
Maybe.
I don't know if this is Jatuan or not, but yes, I have been attacked repeatedly for daring to say that I think Michael's most likely guilty. I have been attacked repeatedly, and mind is magic. I don't know if you're Jatuan or not, but you wrote some fucked up comments too.
You know what, Jets? Never let you live down.
What can I say? These people, if these people weren't grasping at straws, they would just fall off the cliff. Thank God I'm only a casual fan. That's what I should have been from day one.
Me too.
Look, straight up. If you can't handle, again, I'll just say that from the first thing I said when you asked me the question. If you can't handle a person who has the ability for personal growth because you don't, leave. Just leave. Go to a channel that sucks Michael's dick. There's so many of them. There are so many channels that will suck Michael's dick and come all over your face. Go to those pages. I do not care that you can't grow. I don't care. And then they fucking project. You're the one who's hurt, but you're saying I am. Okay. You hurt and you project by saying I am. Okay.
And I've said this many times, like, people have a right to believe in what they want to believe in. Like, if they want to believe in Michael's guilty, fine, whatever. If you want to believe he's innocent, what fucking ever, dude. Like, it's the hypocrisy of these dumbasses that they think they got to be right all the time.
Yeah.
And I was one of those people, like, years ago, and I fucking hated it.
So was I.
I was too.
I was too. But again, unlike people like this and people like this, there's no room for growth. Zero. They cannot grow. These are people mentally stunted and they can't do anything better.
For real.
You can't even spell her name correctly, for God's sakes.
Hey,
Tina!
wait.
You
Who's
here
Hannah?
trying to outsmart me, and you can't even spell her name correctly. Holy fuck!
Who's Tana?
Tanya.
Yeah.
Who's Tana?
Oh, my throat. Fuck me.
God damn it.
No, I'll fuck you in the throat.
Oh, God.
If you want to fuck you in the throat.
And yes. And by the way, she's the one who bullied us, just to be clear. Again. Even if MJ did do it, I'd still blast his music. In the words of Kanye fans, he made Thriller, though. And that's the thing, like, and that's also the thing when you look at idiots like this, another fucking moron with another stupid fucking comment. Even if I said he was guilty, which I didn't say, but even if I did, your logic is I can't even enjoy his music because I have a personal view on who he might have been behind the camera and behind the studio. Again, showcasing your lack of any kind of mental capacity, any kind of adult mental capacity.
For real, it's called separating the art from the artist. I like Woody Allen. I don't like his movies.
Matthew always going after people's IQs. It's so predictable. Yeah, because that's the only thing I've been doing, right? I mean, I haven't also been providing repeated fucking logical answers and explanations. You know, Johnny, the last 20 minutes, have I just been talking about how dumb they are, or have I also been talking about other stuff too?
You've been talking about stuff more than you've called them dumb.
Thank you. Like, the thing is, again, in the last 20 minutes, I've spent like 18 minutes giving my actual reasons and explanations, and I spent like 2 minutes calling you an idiot. But all you heard is the 2 minutes because you want to use that as ammo to be like, you see, he called me dumb like 3 times. That invalidates his whole argument, and that's the only thing I hear.
Oh my god.
Now you're switching. No. Oh my god. Projecting again. No. You are the one switching up on me. You are the one hating on me on a personal level, all because of an opinion. Because you're a piece of shit. I'm the one defending myself. I'm insulting you because I'm defending myself. You're insulting me because I changed my opinion. You're the bad person. I'm the good person. That's how it works.
Yeah, people, the Michael Jackson fans are like allergic to the word opinions.
Yeah. And yes, they are. Yeah, thank you, Vicky. Again, they are projecting 100%.
You guys missed what I said, and it was probably the funniest thing I've said all day. I got to repeat it. You were talking about separating the art from the artist. Like, yeah, it's called separating the art from the artist. I love Woody Allen. I hate his movies.
Oh my God,
thank you. So what I explained earlier is separating the art from the person. Yeah. You don't believe in God. No wonder you're not loyal to anyone. Michael would hate. Okay, so two more examples of stupidity. Number one, religion is corrupt. Why would I believe in God or religion in general? And two, because I grew and said, maybe Michael's not innocent, that means I'm not loyal to anyone. Do I even need to explain why that's stupid? He thinks he a god, and poor little man. I am the victim. I'm the victim of your attacks, all because I changed an opinion. Not even changed. I grew an opinion. That's the reality. That's the reality. And again, you want to focus on me just calling you stupid, but you won't stop saying stupid things. You are stupid. Do you not understand? You are fucking stupid. You are fucking stupid. You are attacking me nonstop over an opinion, and then you attack me for pointing out that you're attacking me. Again, like, it doesn't stop with these idiots. Y'all think MJ is a god. They do. Nobody hates. Oh, okay, so read your comments, you fucking retard. Got so pissed he started a live stream saying he was going to delete all his MJ videos. You are clearly hurt. It's not hurt, you fucking moron. How many times do I have to prove you wrong? How many times do I have to prove you wrong?
Apparently what you've done is not enough.
I don't know. Like, what do I have to do to talk to these titanium-skulled idiots? Like what?
Most my
Do I have to pierce your brain to get in an ounce of fucking common sense? I already explained in the stream earlier, twice, by the way. But the reason I'm thinking about deleting the old videos is because of people like you. The irony in it is you are actually the reason why I'm thinking of deleting them. Because why should I keep up videos where I'm doing this amazing defense when you're such a garbage human being? I don't think you and people like you deserve it. I don't think that.
Brianna Bird Davis, what does believing in God have to do with anything?
Yeah. Anybody who changes their opinion is insecure. Sorry, what, Johnny? What?
I was just reading in chat. What does believing in God have to do with anything? Not an argument.
It doesn't. Nothing.
There is no God.
Dumb and dumber. Thank you. Delete the innocent videos reaching out to Mike Parr. Now you made a live about it because you're using Chat GPT over a book. You know what's weird?
What the fuck did you just?
What?
Hang on a second. This is actually the third time I've been accused of using AI on something. I don't know what they're talking about, but I've been accused of this 3 times in the last couple days. Like, this is the definition of you want to cheers or something?
Take a swig. You need it.
Oh yeah, I need that for sure. Thank you. You see, I think this is yet another example of insecurity on their end, projecting, coping, and just trying to find more ways to attack because they cannot handle anything with logic, so they just attack. I've been attacked in so many ways for so many different things. Now it's just like, what do we throw on Matt next? AI, yeah, AI. Like, it's just like you are the grasping at straws is fucking crazy. Are most Michael fans religious? I don't know.
Yes.
You think so, Jake?
Yes, very. Especially from like today's standpoint. And you guys have been told this like years ago, like back in the pandemic. Like there were a lot of like MJ fans that were like 12 and younger, and like most of them said they want to lick Mike's wig. I'm like, ew, that's fucking mentally wrong. Like that's stupid. But yeah, Michael Jackson fans.
What does not believing God have anything to do with?
I didn't know that they were religious, like at all.
I don't either. But to be fair, nothing that these people have said has been an actual valid argument.
Oh yeah, Matt.
Morty, he's deleting them because y'all are attacking him because of those videos, and now his opinion changed. Thank you. Yes, sadly. Reply to the right person, please. Okay. Your dad, he's not projecting.
What?
So again, like, thank you. All I'm gonna say to that is thank you for proving me right. That's all I'm gonna say. What isn't? Oh, you asked it again. Okay. Why do you keep saying attacking? What the fuck do you call this conversation if it's not an attack? What do you call it?
I just looked at the chat. Vicky corrected the your.
Another insane AI comment. You literally are attacking, you pussy. Thank you. Again. Oh, I didn't know. Well, neither did I. So.
Wait, Matt. You've been threatened for shit like this right now, right? For over the years?
Yeah, I mean, the first time, of course, was 2015 when I left the community, and then again now because I dared to say 70-30. Oh, the boogeyman.
You ever been threatened for not liking one of his songs?
For not liking one of his songs? Yeah, that's happened. That happened a lot, like in 05 to 08, but yeah.
I know you got a lot of backlash when I forgot what video it was. You were talking about somebody was saying something about Michael, and you said, I only love his dancing. And they were like, so you don't like his singing? You don't like his songs?
Yeah. No, I've actually gotten that a few times. Like, because I love his dancing. Well, I always liked his dancing more than anything else, right? I still love his music, but I like the dancing mostly. And the automatic assumption from people like these types of people who are more defective than the fucking GTA remaster, was always like, oh, you must hate everything else then. The fact that these people around this channel are making me turn serious is sad. Matt, I'm sorry. No more trolling unless it's at them, and maybe some jokes. Jokes are fine. You know,
No fucking
you know,
way. Vicky just no fucking way. Vicky just went serious.
and Vicky, just to be honest, like even earlier when you were trolling me, I don't mind the trolling, but when the trolling is just like flat out fucking you just being an asshole, it's not even funny at that point. So they have nothing going on in their life, so they always trying to bring down people that act like you're moral. Why are you
Irony!
Wait a second. Why are you talking about yourself?
Yep, the irony.
What? Okay. I'm going to start a petition. If it gets over 2,000 signatures, will you revert back to your old self? Fair law. Over 2,000 watts, you mean?
Hey man, that's on Bob's.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh my god, you like 2,000 watts but not beat it? Dude, kill yourself. And
Like,
you're
listen,
lying.
to end this off, if you don't want me to call you stupid, if you don't want me to make you feel stupid, if you don't want to be put in your place, if you don't want to have proper logic thrown at you and you don't want to be told that you're a dumb retard, it's quite simple. Stop acting like a dumb retard. I mean,
Just
it's
the simple fix.
Yeah, simple fix. Try to put yourself into the brain of an adult, and maybe it'll be better. Well, no, you were talking about yourself, but anyway, I'm talking about you.
Yeah.
That's all you do is bully people. Name somebody I've bullied. Name one time
Me?
I've attacked somebody who either A, didn't deserve it, or B, didn't attack me first. I'll wait for you to answer. I'll probably be dead before you actually do, though.
I would say my hand's the answer.
Okay.
Jesus, took you 20 years.
Okay, even though I've outsmarted you repeatedly. Okay, sure. The reason why you will never feel stupid is because you're incapable of realizing why you're wrong. Again, so now we're just lying. I did not bully Tana. I didn't bully Tana or Tanya, whoever you're talking about. I don't bully MJ because that doesn't make any fucking sense. And also the fact that you think switching an opinion is the same thing as bullying makes you, I guess I gotta say it makes you stupid. That is a stupid thing to say. Saying that switching an opinion is the same thing as bullying is something that stupid people say. That's a stupid thing to say. You don't want to be called stupid. Stop being stupid. Oh my god.
Maybe we should bully him so he be the shooter.
These people hurt my throat.
I hurt your throat.
Yeah, but in a way that I actually enjoy.
That.
Kryptonite? Bruh, you're fucking autistic. Ooh.
Well, stupid people in general are the bane of my existence, but you're just... The difference with you and other people is that you're relentlessly stupid. Like, you keep saying stupid things, and no matter what's explained to you, it doesn't get through. You don't learn. You don't learn and adapt from things. Like, this is why you will probably... I don't know how old you are, but this is why you'll probably hit your 20s and your 30s and 40s, and you will still have the same brain capacity as Tanya. Like, straight up, you will. I love that. Thanks, Matt. You're welcome. It makes you feel better about yourself because you're insecure, always calling people dumb. You think you're so smart. I am smarter than you. What do you want me to say? You've made it clear that I am smarter than you. Like, this whole conversation is evidence of that. I don't listen, Sunshine. I don't have to think I'm smarter. The evidence is in this conversation. I'm not just saying it for nothing. I'm saying it because it's fucking evident.